and stand on that fact. March, you hired me 4 times and you didn't know what you were getting? How dumb are you?
Chopped him like a dog. I did a walk-on for Whoopi Goldberg. Now she says, I refuse to mention his name. You know what? Politics can do strange things to
me. I headlined, babe, at your casino, which I might have continued to play had you not run it into the ground.
so foul. She was so filthy dirty, disgusting.
As it turns out, I was filthy. I was filthy.
Remember when Trump bragged about hiring Whoopi Goldberg? Well, it turns out he left out a few juicy details. Whoopi just spilled the tea, and it's not looking good for the Donald. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. Guess how many times Trump actually hired Whoopi? The answer might shock you. Plus, wait till you hear Whoopi's savage comeback about Trump's business skills. This feud is heating up fast. Picture Trump at a comedy club, fidgeting in his seat as Whoopi Goldberg takes the stage. It's like watching a cat at a dog show. He just doesn't belong. Trump's been bragging about hiring Whoopi once, claiming her act was so filthy it made half the audience run for the exits. But hold on a sec, something smells fishier than the leftovers in Trump's fridge. You see, Trump's got a habit of stretching the truth like it's a piece of gum. He's the kind of guy who'd claim he invented the wheel if he thought he could get away with it. And when it comes to his supposed one-time gig with Whoopi, well, let's just say his pants are on fire, and it's not because of his diet. Now, Whoopi's no shrinking violet. Her comedy's always been edgier than a politician's promises. She's the type to make sailors blush and prudes faint, but that's exactly why people love her. It's like going to a spicy food contest and complaining about the heat. You know what you're getting into. So what's the real deal between Trump and Whoopi? Did he really hire her just once and regret it? Or is there more to this story than meets the eye?
I headlined, babe, at your casino, which I might have continued to play had you not run it into the ground.
Well, folks, get ready for a plot twist juicier than a primetime soap opera. Turns out Trump didn't just hire Whoopi once. Nope, he brought her back not once, not twice, but 4 times.
And stand on that fact. March, you hired me 4 times and you didn't know what you were getting? How dumb are you?
That's right, 4 times he had Whoopi headline at his casino. It's like claiming you hate broccoli, but secretly ordering it every time you eat out. Whoopi herself spilled the beans, saying, I headlined, babe, at your casino, which I might have continued to play had you not run it into the ground. Ouch, that burns hotter than Trump's infamous tanning bed sessions. So why would Trump fib about only hiring Whoopi once? Maybe he thought we'd all forgotten, or perhaps he was hoping Whoopi wouldn't remember. But let's face it, forgetting Trump is like trying to forget that embarrassing thing you did in high school. It just keeps coming back to haunt you. But folks, this Trump-Whoopi saga is far from over. In fact, it's just getting started. Like a reality show that won't quit, there's more drama, more comebacks, and more Trump tantrums on the horizon. So stick around. This comedy club catastrophe is about to turn into a full-blown celebrity showdown.
How dumb are you? You hired me 4 times. You can go to William Morris and get the things, because I know you all are going to be...
Trump's latest rally speech sounded more like a celebrity roast gone wrong. Why is the former president spending so much time dissing talk show hosts instead of talking policy? The answer might surprise you, and it's not good news for Team Trump. Looks like Trump's got a new enemy, and it's not who you'd expect. Instead of taking on world leaders or political rivals, he's picking fights with daytime TV hosts? Yep, you heard that right. Trump's latest obsession is The View, and he just can't stop ranting about it. At his recent rally, Trump went off on a tangent, calling the show stupid and the hosts really dumb people.
so foul. She was so filthy dirty, disgusting.
As it turns out, I was filthy. I was filthy.
But his favorite target, none other than Whoopi Goldberg. It's like he's auditioning for a Comedy Central roast, except nobody's laughing. Now, you might be wondering, why is a former president so fixated on a daytime talk show? Good question. It's not exactly what you'd call presidential behavior, but then again, when has Trump ever played by the rules?
Seen anything like this. I've never seen anybody whip up such hate. I've never seen anybody be so dismissive.
This isn't Trump's first rodeo when it comes to celebrity feuds. He's got a long history of picking fights with famous folks and media figures. But here's the kicker. These attacks often backfire, making Trump look worse, not better. Experts say Trump's obsession with these celebrity spats is hurting his political game. Instead of talking about important stuff like the economy or foreign policy, he's busy trash-talking talk show hosts. Not a great look for someone who wants to be president again. And get this, recent polls show Trump's approval ratings are taking a nosedive, especially among women and younger voters. Turns out people aren't too impressed with a guy who spends his time bullying celebrities instead of, being a leader. But here's where it gets really juicy.
He was wild. I thought I was wild. He would come on. He would start assigning numbers to women.
And I have no problem with that. My problem comes when you tell me what I need to do with my doctor and my family. How dare you?
Whoopi and The View aren't just sitting back and taking Trump's insults. Nope, they're firing back with some zingers of their own. Whoopi's latest comeback: a brutal jab at Trump's business failures. Ouch. So, while Trump's busy roasting talk show hosts, his political future might be the thing getting burned.
Upped him like a dog. I did a walk-on for Whoopi Goldberg. Now she says, I refuse to mention his name. You know what? Politics can do strange things to...
But hey, at least he's keeping the late-night comedians well supplied with material, right? And just when you thought this celebrity showdown couldn't get any wilder, there's another player about to enter the ring, but that's a story for another time. So here's the real kicker. Trump's obsession with celebrity drama might just be his political downfall. While he's busy trading insults with talk show hosts, his approval ratings are tanking faster than his casinos. Oops, did I say that out loud? Let's be real for a sec.
Attractive woman he ever met and how much he was calling me all through the campaign. I don't mean on the air, off the air.
For advice?
I think...
Clearly you don't watch the show, so you don't know that I don't suffer from that. What I suffer from is the inability to figure out how to fix this.
In this battle of wits between Trump and the comedians, who's really winning? Trump thinks he's landing punches, but he's just giving late-night TV more material. It's like he's writing their jokes for them. Maybe Trump should stick to what he knows best.
I'll tell you what I have.
Okay.
I have I'm tired of people starting a conversation with Mexicans or liars and rape.
Real estate. At least then he'd only be roasting himself when his buildings go belly up. But hey, who needs policy discussions when you can tweet about TV ratings, right? Grumpy Trumpy might want to rethink his strategy before his political career becomes the ultimate punchline.